Burnie. Welcome to my kitchen where I'm going to show you how I make a spicy Thai yellow curry. I often post photos or videos of things I cook at home, of dishes I make at home on social media, and people often ask me how I make it, what's my secret. And you'll see in the video as we go through demonstrations of the tools I use, the techniques I use, the ingredients I use, that there really is no secret sauce, so to speak. The secret to cooking is being creative. Go by the recipe the first time, from then on, you embellish. Make it the way you like it. That's my secret. Also, keeping a clean kitchen is a good secret for that, another good secret. So, today I'm going to show you the tools I use. I'm going to show you some appliances I use, very minimal. I'm going to show you the ingredients that I use in cooking this curry. I'm also going to show you some of how I clean as I go and how I kind of stage what I've prepped to make the cooking, actual act of cooking, the easy part. So, join me. So let's talk tools. If you look here to just in front of me, I have the rice cooker, and then I have a rice spoon. I've got a long, thin spatula there. I've got a ladle, butcher knife, kitchen shears, paring knife, and a vegetable peeler. I'm also going to use this large frying pan and this smaller pot for cooking my root vegetables a little bit early so they don't have to wait so long. For ingredients, as you can see, I've got quite a few things here, but they all somehow end up making my curry taste great. I usually like it. I've never thrown my curry away. I've eaten it every single time, and I've made it about 50 times. So, got some cabbage here, some broccoli, some carrots, sweet potatoes, ginger, black rice. That's a whole other story, but I'm using black rice instead of white rice. All from my garden. I have a nice garden out front. Mix of everything. I could go down a list, but it's quite long. A quick overview: mallow, mustard greens, amaranth, spinach, morning glory, a little bit of mint, on and on and on. A lot of greens in there. Mix them all up, clean them, slice them up, throw them in at the very end when I'm cooking. Got a little bit of ostrich loin. Don't have to use meat. I'm using less and less meat these days, but that is ostrich loin, marinated ostrich loin. Here's my curry sauce, my curry paste. I do cheat and use a paste. I embellish it, of course, but I do use a yellow curry paste. This one is really tasty. I use honey instead of sugar. Most recipes call for sugar. I use honey. I'm going to use a little bit of garbanzo beans as well as some baby corn. Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important things: garlic.
Peeling the broccoli a little bit here. Okay, very wide because sweet potato in this particular instance is honey. And then come to top off.
Whew. I need a break. Okay, prep work is finished. I've got everything here laid out and ready to go. It's all in order the way I'm going to cook it. I'm going to start with the carrots and the potatoes on the side of the saute pan because they need a little more time than everything else. I'm going to add the honey, the oil, the ginger and garlic, and the ostrich into the saute pan first. Let that cook for a while. When that gets almost finished, maybe, well, actually about medium rare, that's when I throw in the curry paste. I add a good sizable chunk of that. I forgot one thing here, which is coconut milk. Gonna put in some coconut milk there as well. Maybe one or two, who knows? We don't know yet. We don't know yet about that. And I've got some cabbage and broccoli. That's going to go in after that. This doesn't need as much time cooking as the carrots and the meat and the sweet potatoes, so those go in. I'll put the garbanzo beans in there at the same time. Rice will start cooking right after I put this phone down. Baby corn will go in, and then at the very end, I'm just gonna put the greens and tomatoes in for about 2 minutes and let them, I don't wanna make them mushy and all squashed up, so I'm gonna cook them last. Okay, so potatoes and the carrots and a little bit of the broccoli stock are cooking on their own on the side, sauteed. While I've already added oil in here, I'm gonna add garlic and ginger with a little bit of salt, a little beef. Now I'm gonna add the ostrich, get the meat cooking. So, adding some honey. Not a lot, but some honey. Well, it's kind of a lot. But it makes the meat, when you use the honey on the meat in the saute, as you eat the curry and you come across a morsel of that meat that's been cooked and marinated, cooked with honey, marinated with balsamic vinegar, it's a little treasure within the curry. So now the meat is ready for some curry. All this is nice and sauteed. It's mixed in with the meat well. It's like attached to the meat. Here comes the curry paste. Ooh, not exactly appetizing looking, but it tastes delicious. That's gonna be enough for now. We'll see how that goes with the recipe. Well, let's go ahead and mix this in. Looks starting to look better. It definitely smells good. Trust me, it smells amazing. Okay, so now the carrots and the potatoes and the broccoli stock are ready. They're going in too. Now I got the curry, I got the root vegetables, the ostrich, the garlic, the ginger, and so forth in there. Next step is going to be coconut milk and a little bit of water. So, coconut milk, here we come, doing it with one hand. Can he do it? Of course he can. Not his first rodeo. Not by a long shot. There goes coconut. Cream. Made a little mess there. It's okay. It will clean up. So I'm not sure I like how dark this yellow curry is, so I'm gonna add a little more coconut milk to it to kind of lighten it up a little bit. Now everything is in here, almost. I still have garbanzo, the corn, and the greens waiting for the pot. So this is kind of a crucial stage. Right about now, I've done it with almost all the ingredients, and if I need to add salt, this is when I do it. If I need to add something, this is the time when I do it. I've still got the greens to add and the baby corn, but the curry is cooking nicely. Okay, now that's everything. Everything is in there all at once. It's cooking down. You can see the yellow, the purple, and the green. Mardi Gras curry, whatever you want to call it. It's yellow curry, a la Burnie. So I've finished with the curry. I've also cleaned my kitchen up pretty well. As you can see, I got everything washed. My sink is empty. That makes me feel good. I don't have to mess with this when I'm finished eating. I've got a few things to clean, but not a lot. And I've taken my compost out and added it to the compost bin, cleaned this area. My kitchen is once again tidy, and I'm almost ready to eat my delicious curry. And the rice is finished. It's 6 p.m. This took me a couple of hours, but it'll feed me for at least 6 or 7 meals. Anyway, let's have a quick look. One final look before I plate it. There is the curry looking so delicious. And the wonderful black rice, pretty much nailed that too. Ought to be wonderful. And there she is. Whoa. And now the most important part. Gotta eat it. Oh yeah. Here we go. A little bit of rice, a little bit of curry, a little bit of vegetable in there. What's gonna happen? Burn my mouth. I don't care. Oh. Perfect. Not because I made it, just because it is perfect. I hope you've enjoyed watching how I make my curry. Maybe it'll help you on your adventure, your cooking adventure. The same concepts apply. Start with the recipe and move on. Make it your own and enjoy. Bye-bye.